Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibrahim. Like Mashal said, I am also very proud to be working on the Shiza project for HDF, Youth Ambassadors for Change program. After watching this video, our first reaction was to bring Shiza to California. Since that was not a possibility, we decided that the best way to connect people, especially children in California, to Shiza and other children like her, would be to share Shiza's story with everyone. In sharing the story, we hope to create an awareness about the importance of helping underprivileged children to get education, healthcare, clean water, and a bright future. Now, if you all would look at the centerpieces of your table, you will find a Shiza doll and a book that gives you a glimpse into Shiza's world. Our team was very lucky to have the most amazing mentors who took our idea and worked with us on bringing Shiza to California. Now Mashal will read a passage from the book.
The 6 hours at school flew by very quickly, and soon it was time for Shiza to go home. On her way back, she saw her Bobby standing in line with her friends outside the new water filtration system. They no longer had to take the long walk outside the village to fetch water. The water from the system was always sparkling and clean. Down the road, she saw Makhni Masi coming out of the physician's office with baby Shah. He was smiling and didn't look feverish. The doctor's medicine must have worked its magic. I would now like to introduce Marine and Mahvish, two members of our team who have been working on the Shiza story and wanted to share their thoughts.
Amazing to be a part of the Youth Ambassadors for Change team working on the Shiza project. While I was helping illustrate this book, I felt connected to Shiza and I felt like I was making a difference in her world. So by taking a book home tonight, you could also help make a difference in her world and many others like her. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadine. The next youth ambassador that we want to introduce you to is Hira Wakar. Hira is a high school student in Seattle and was recently selected in a leadership program run by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Luckily for us, the project that she chose to work on was Adopt a Village. And being a Pakistani, of course the village was from Pakistan. Hira couldn't be with us tonight because of her school engagements, but she did share with us a video in which she talks about her future plans for the village and her experience with the Gates Foundation.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hira Wakar and I have been born and raised in a small town of KPK known as Abtabad. My passion for global development started when I traveled to a small village 3 hours away from Abtabad called Bagwadi. And I was really stunned by the difference in lifestyle of that village and the town that I lived in, and they were only 3 hours away. In a country like Pakistan, we often tend to criticize our society. But we don't realize that 60%, which is the majority of our population, lives under $2 a day. They live below the poverty line. And sometimes we spend more than that on getting a Starbucks. I want to reform Pakistan's society. I want all the Pakistanis to stand together for the betterment of our nation. So last summer, I attended a workshop with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that was known as Take Action Workshop. And in this workshop, the participants were asked to pick a global issue and a location that it existed in, and figure out a plan on how to eradicate that issue. What my project consisted of working on were 5 components, which were water sanitation, medical facilities, agricultural development, education, and alternative income. HDF. They not only had a very similar model to the one that I had in mind, but they had already implemented it in several villages of Pakistan and had seen so much change. So I got intrigued to research more about the organization, and I wanted to take the most advantage of their Ambassador for Change initiative. For the next steps that we are working on with HDF is creating a proposal to gain support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for the projects of HDF. I would really love to collaborate with the people at the Gates Foundation and HDF in order to get more support for Pakistan. And furthermore, what I would love is to learn more about the projects that have been going on by the facilitation of HDF, and also their support for the project that I would like to implement in the years coming forward. Because after this is all done, after we see the progress of these projects, after we see smiling faces of little kids like Shiza who get to attend school, it won't matter who did it. It won't matter who facilitated it. All that would matter would be the support of their fellow Pakistanis. Your support.